Hey guys, Thomas Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, here with my review for Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. So, first upon watching this movie, I immediately thought that this is going to take the Zombieland approach to making a film where it's going to show all these little tips and guides to how to kill zombies. And I was pretty glad to see that they took their own route and decided to just have actual scout characters, that two of them don't want to be scouts anymore, and the third guy is sort of like, oh no, and you're gonna go camping, and then while that's going on in the beginning, the zombie apocalypse or infestation is about to begin, and there are a few comedic moments, and depending on what you're going in for, you're probably gonna either enjoy it or probably not. I found it okay. I mean, I still enjoy Zombieland and movies like Shaun of the Dead, so this movie kind of does a few hits and misses here, but it's okay for what it is. Um, the ending was particularly strong, but I'll get to that in just a bit. So, um, you're camping, and then they finally see that their leader's like a zombie or whatever, and then they have to kill him, but then they end up just like throwing him away or whatever. Um, and then they end up meeting a girl who ends up being a bartender, although they thought she was a stripper or something, and then they end up in the strip club, and all this zombie stuff happens. Um, and then they end up getting locked in the cage, as you could see in the trailer, and then the zombies end up getting like flushed out or something. Uh, and yeah, they end up having to go back to this party that they were invited to. And when they went to the location where they thought it was, it ended up being fake, and then they end up going to a house to find out, where this party was going so they can save all these other people that were still around in the town. Um, So they end up doing that, and they end up almost getting caught by all these zombies that are inside the house and outside the house and all over the place. Pretty good stuff right there. Some of the comedy may or may not work because there's a particular scene with zombie cack, but if that's not what you're after, I can see where people are coming from. But at any rate, they end up at the school finally after prepping up, and then they finally start really killing some zombies, and then they laid up this bomb that the scout that wanted to stay, put it together somehow, but they end up leaving through the chute, and then they end up out of the school, and they blow up everything, and just like other movies that involve this sort of situation, the military always comes too late, like an ex machina, and they come too late as per usual. Um, I found this movie pretty interesting to watch. I mean, it had its own takes on presenting this whole zombie apocalypse in a more comedic way, even though some things may or may not work, again, depending on what you're looking for. So, I'm gonna give this movie a 6 out of 10, and like, or in between like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Again, it's gonna be up to your personal preference whether or not you're gonna enjoy this movie, but I thought it was okay for what it was. Um, so yep, there's that, and that's my review. So this has been Thomas Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.